Billy, last year, 68% of the vote to get in the Hall of Fame. Things trending in the right direction. How you feeling about your chances this go-around?
Well, it's probably more nail-biting than anything because we know that the chances are very limited now. And so, for me, I feel like if it's not this year, it's probably not going to happen just because it's one of those things you got to move forward. And I'm at that little threshold that moving forward would probably put me in.
How much would it mean for you? Look, to me, watching you play, you're a Hall of Famer. I know closers maybe haven't gotten the love that they should get. How important would it be to you to culminate your career getting in the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think any player at this point in their career is looking at that being their staple point and sitting there and to be able to be put in a situation where your name's on a list of the greatest of the greats. I don't know if it gets any better from a player standpoint. The blessings are tremendous, but to be in that and have that opportunity would be probably the icing on the cake.
You had a tremendous career, obviously, before New York, all your years in Houston, but then 2006 with the Mets, you were dominant in New York City. What was that like playing under the pressure of New York and succeeding? You guys had obviously a great team that year getting into the postseason.
Well, and that's what people don't realize. New York's a different beast. I mean, you have to be able to perform at a high level because they come at you in all different areas. And so, that was something I had to learn. And, going out there and being successful always makes it easier, no doubt about it. But, you learn that passion of what New York brings to the Mets. And I mean that blue-collar feel. And I mean that just that fit me perfect for coming to New York. But it's not something I thought I would ever – where I would end up in New York, but it was one of those situations where, man, I'm glad I made that choice.
'06 was a tough ending. You regrets about that year? You guys had what I thought a championship team. How did you feel about that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you get that close. I mean, really, you're an out away from going to the World Series. I tell you, when you get that close, I mean, there's nightmares. There's sleepless nights when you think about what I could have, should have done, and I was blessed to be on a team with probably some of the greatest players ever, and to come up short, I mean that's tough.
How about Edwin Diaz? He struggled when he first got here, coming off a big year with the Seattle Mariners. He revitalized his career with the Mets, being a dominant closer, the best in the closer a couple years ago, hurt all year last year, back this year. How big of a loss do you think that was, and then how much is going to help to get him back?
Well, you never know how much you need a closer until you don't have a closer. And I mean, it's easy to sit there and say anybody can close, but, to have longevity, and Edwin's just been phenomenal. I mean, he's one of the best I've ever seen do it. He's embraced it. The bad days don't get him down. And, I'm excited. I enjoy watching him. I turn it on just to watch him because he's electrifying, and I mean the game is over when he comes in the game.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate it. Good luck in the Hall of Fame this year, getting in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.